We're outside the house where presumptive President Rodrigo Duterte grew up. Inside, we're gonna meet someone who's gonna give us a glimpse of how the mayor was when he was younger. We meet Eleanor, one of the women in the life of incoming President Rodrigo Duterte. To the mayor, she's Manang, his elder sister.
He knows that I am his living guardian angel. He knows that.
The 74-year-old lives in their ancestral home in Matina, Davao. It's almost like a family museum, showcasing photos like this one, with their parents, former Davao Governor Vicente Duterte, and their mother Soledad, with former President Ferdinand Marcos. Here's a family photo with all 5 siblings together. Of late, visitors have come over, not for these memorabilia, but to chat with Eleanor about her younger brother. She wasn't surprised that Rodrigo became president. Eleanor says a psychic told their late mother about it when she and Rodrigo were barely teenagers.
She told my mother, one day one of your children will occupy a very high position. And my mother, my mother shrugged it like anybody else.
Their mother died in February 2012, the last time Eleanor says she saw Rodrigo. But she doesn't mind. She says that's just how they are.
Let's just say I can read his mind. He cannot read mine, but I can read his mind. Wala man akong kailangan sa kanya.
They may not have any concerns to deal with nowadays, but it was the opposite when they were younger, when Rodrigo would often get into fistfights and give their mother a headache.
Mag-uwi yan dito, minsan dugo-duguan. Anong nangyari sa'yo? Ako magpagtay niyan. Nag-rumble kami doon.
And guess who comes to the rescue? It would appear Rodrigo got his toughness from his manang.
Ika, turo mo sa akin. Sabi ko sa mga bata, bakit niyo pinagtulungan? Tapos yung pinakamatangka doon sa mga bata, halika rito. Tapos, ibapit siya sa akin. Tinukhold kong ganon.
Rodrigo may no longer need her protection, but Eleanor says she'll just be around. She admits, though, it's not her guidance that Rodrigo would like to get, but their mother's. That's why she understands why her brother broke down recently at their parents' tomb.
I understood it because, like I said, the only authority my brother ever took into consideration was my mother.
They may no longer talk as much, but Eleanor says they'll always have that connection. As she says, Rodrigo knows his living guardian angel is just around.
In politics, when we came to Davao, I was only 3 years old. The mayor was about 14, 15, 16 until he became 18. Growing up in a political family is not very easy because most of the time my mother was busy with his civic and social work. And my father, being the governor of the undivided Davao, Davao del Norte, Davao del Sur, that was his area. So most of the time, we grew up independently. Si Mayor grew up with that tough at saka strong, that's my mother. My mother was very authoritarian and very strict. We had to be home at 6 o'clock, and the mayor has to be home by 12 o'clock, the boys. But my mother was, the mayor was my mother's favorite, so to speak. Spoiled yan sa nanay ko. My dad, on the other hand, was, as I said, very gentle, soft-spoken. Pag naglalot yun, he would talk to you. Yung ganon. So, sa karakter ni Mayor, makikita mo yung tough, niya. That's the mother. Pero yung puso niya, as you can see, his act of kindness, that I think comes from my dad. The Mayor was, as I said, a character. A bit, not a bit, rebellious talaga yan. Like, when he was about 17, 18, he would come home at 3 to 4 in the morning. We lived sa amin at Matina at the time, during the time, was far away from the city. Parang isolated itong subdivision. I would remember the mayor, pag may sasakyan. Of course, my mother would hear, pag papaandarin mo. So, he would ask the drivers and the boy to tutulak ang sasakyan palabas. Tapos pagdating sa kanto, papaandarin para hindi marinig ng nanay ko. Partly, I remember him pag nag-flying lesson. Finally, when he got his license, I remember, now, you can ask si Lilian about that. He tried to show off to us that, ayun, nakuha niya. he flew the plane right in front of the window. Yeah, in the house. So you could actually see the plane from the window. And my father he did not know my father was there sleeping. He did not come home for 3 days, because my father was so, parang, ano yan? Astig yan eh. Whenever somebody comes to the house, ang mangligaw or whatever, aakyat, ang gagawin yan eh, maglabas yan ng baril, na kuno-kuno, na tapos yung gate, ibabang, you can see the guy na anak ka pa ng gobernador, di ba? Tapos may kapatid ka pang astig, nako talaga namang, it's milagro na if they will stay more than 10 minutes. Yung ganon. And then he would, sometimes he would pick me up in the party, and he will break up the party. You know, like, punta siya doon. Everybody knows he's the son of the governor, di ba? Sana yung kapatid ko, pinapauwi na ng tatay ko, and the fight would ensue again between him and me, because mag-break up ang party, siyempre. We just started at 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, nandun na siya. Yung talagang aasarin ka, yung gano'n. Eventually, the music would stop and the party would be disrupted. Ay, nako, mag-aaway kami. Sino sabi sa'yo, ikaw magsundo sa akin? He always said, na whenever we talk about politics, sabi niya, malay mo, someday I will become mayor. You know, yung mga gano'n. Tapos tinatawanan namin siya. Sabi namin, politika, ayaw namin yan because we grew up in a political, it was not easy life, no? But si mayor, he was already exposed to it. And so, ang tendency, ang leaning niya doon. That's why he took up law. Diba? And my father was really adamant na you take up law. Kasi rebelde nga eh.
Brusko nang magsalita si President-elect Duterte. Ayon yan sa kanyang mga kaklase at kaibigan. Pero sadya raw na malapit sa mga tao. Sa dormitoryong ito ng YMCA o Men's Christian Association, nanirahan ng ilang taon si President-elect Rodrigo Duterte habang nag-aaral ng law sa San Beda College. Wala na ang dormitoryo pero sa lugar na yun pa rin nag-oopisina ang YMCA Manila.
Masayang-masaya po kami. Very proud po kami sa YMCA of Manila.
All boys ang dorm na tinirhan ni Duterte noon. Para lang ito sa mga members ng YMCA pero simple lang daw ang mga kwarto. Ang kasamahan niya sa kwarto noon, si incoming Foreign Affairs Secretary Perfecto Yasay na nag-aaral din noon ng law sa University of the Philippines. Simple, masipag mag-aral at lapitin daw ng babae si Duterte. Hindi raw niya malilimutan nang tinulungan siya ni Duterte na dumiskarte sa napupusuan.
Mayroon akong gustong ligawan na babae. Maabot na ata ng mga 2 buwan eh. Sabi niya sa akin, alam mo, kung hindi mo liligawan yan, maraming liligaw dyan. Unahan mo na, baka ako liligawan ko pa. Niligawan ko nga and became my girlfriend and became my wife.
Si Silvestre Bello, incoming Labor Secretary, kasama rin sa dorm ni Duterte.
Very limited ang circle of friends. Very selective siya. And hindi outgoing. He's very reserved. He does not attend mga socials.
Sa San Beda College naman, nakabungad ang tarpaulin ni Duterte na kumuha ng abogasya dito mula 1968 hanggang 1972. Sa pinto ng alumni office, may larawan ni Duterte bilang estudyante.
Friendly, approachable siya. Nakakatuwa. Kaso hindi ka matatakot sa kanyang.
Isa sa kaklase ni Duterte sa law school, si incoming DOTC Secretary Arthur Tugade. Noon hanggang ngayon, malapit na magkaibigan ng dalawa. Ayon kay Tugade, brusko man magsalita si Duterte, malapit daw ito sa mga tao.
Pabanjing-banjing. Yung iba sasabihin pa kuya-kuya-kuy. In other words, stock knowledge and common sense matindihan. Kasi kung hindi ka nag-aaral, kapareho ng pag-aaral namin at pumapasa ka pa, siguro iba ka.
Ayon sa 2 pang kaklase ni Duterte sa law school, kasama nilang mag-aral ng leksyon si Duterte at kasama din sa pagre-relax pagkatapos. Hindi raw ito palaaway, pero hindi ka rin uurungan. At marunong din daw ito sa klase.
Tahimik siya sa chicks at saka magalang sa chick yan eh. Magalang sa chick yan. Kung magmahal ng babae yan, one at a time.
During that time, nobody expected na he would be president someday kasi
Parang hindi siya masyadong political eh.
Bago kumuha ng law, dito muna sa Lyceum of the Philippines University, nag-aral si Duterte mula 1964 hanggang 1968 ng Bachelor of Arts, Major in Political Science. Isa ang Classroom 248 sa ginamit ni Duterte noong mga panahong hinuhulma ang kanyang pagkatao.
He came over here to the Lyceum of the Philippines University for the activist professors that he wanted to be under. It was here where his political philosophy was formed.